Hi and welcome to BlinkBid. Let's go over the production module. After your job gets awarded and you're ready to move on to production, click on the hamburger and choose Transfer to Production. This transfers your bid from estimate to production. Here you see all your below-the-line items, which is all your production expenses. Notice on the left-hand side you have index numbers. Let's say you're speaking to someone on the phone. This is an easy reference guide. For example, can you look at line 2.2 at my hairstylist? Now, in order to add the receipts, go ahead and click on each line item. Let's go ahead and click on hairstylist. Click on add receipt. Jeremy's my hairstylist. I know I'm going to get a $3,000 invoice from him. Since I don't have the invoice in hand, I'm going to say anticipated receipt and click add receipt. Go ahead and click close. Now, when I do get that invoice in hand, I can click Add Receipt again, click on Jeremy, then uncheck Anticipated Receipt and the date I received it. I hit Save, and now orange went to blue because I've received his invoice. Let's scroll down to Rentals. Click Add Receipt. I went to Sammy's camera to rent my gear. It ended up not costing me $1,400. I add the exact amount, I have the receipt, so I click Add Receipt. Let's scroll down to Wardrobe. I have several purchases in the wardrobe department. I enter the vendor for each amount, make my notes, the date I purchased them, and click Add Receipt. I do this for every receipt that I have acquired. I hit close and notice that I'm over budget on my wardrobe. However, since I'm under budget on my camera and lenses, I can hit Add Adjustment, go down to Camera and Lenses, and make my adjustments accordingly. This is a great way to keep your budget balanced. When you make an adjustment, you're pulling some money from that particular line item you choose. Now let's go up to the hamburger. Now I can print a production sheet. This will give me a line-by-line item of my entire budget. I can also print a production report. This will show the detail of the adjustments I've made to my budget. Let's say on one of the locations, we needed to go rent a vehicle to get us out there because of a rainstorm. I'll go to my line items and I'll add a new vehicle for the amount of $400 a day. This was an unexpected expense, so I'm going to mark unanticipated expense. This is telling me it's taken away from my overall budget and shows losses on my end. Let's say I needed to add more equipment to my shoot. I'm going to go ahead and add a new line item for equipment and the amount it cost. This time I want to get an approval for this request. So I'm going to add equipment, the amount it cost, and request the overage. Click Add, and notice it's in blue. Click Hamburger, and then print overage for approval. Now I can send this along to the client and get their signature for approval. Once I have their signature, I go down to that line item and I can click Approve. One more nice feature is the Studio Inventory option. For example, in your camera gear, let's say you've rented out a couple of your own personal lenses for the production. This will tell you and keep track of that inventory that you are renting out. I can add my lens description and the amount of the rental price, and make sure Studio Inventory is checked. Then click Add Receipt. Now scroll down to the bottom bar and click on it. You can see the amount listed as Studio Inventory. It also tells you this is a buffer for your bottom line profit. When it's time to wrap your production, if you have to provide a wrap book for supporting receipts, BlinkBid has a feature to print out a wrap book top sheet which lists receipts under respective line items. You can use the index numbers to divide your binder into the appropriate categories. Go to the hamburger. click on the Print Category Top Sheets. Start typing the names of the categories that you want to add for the top sheet. You can do one or multiple categories depending on how you want to organize it. Once you've added your categories, click Print. Now you have an organized binder of your listed receipts for your production budget.